Hello my friends, I'm going to tell you the story of Goldilocks and the 3 bears. Here are my 3 bears and I'm going to play the part of Goldilocks. Once upon a time, in a deep dark forest, in a little cottage, there lived a family of 3 bears. A big teddy bear, a medium-sized mummy bear and a little tiny baby bear. So one morning they made a big pot of porridge, and then while it was cooling down they decided to go for a walk in the woods. So off they went. But they left the door of the cottage open, and what they didn't realise was that morning a little cheeky girl called Goldilocks was going for a walk in the woods too. And she'd never seen this little cottage before. She was very interested, very excited. So she went up to the door, and because the door was open, she took a little peek inside. And inside she could see a lovely little kitchen. It looked so cosy, and on the table were 3 bowls of porridge. 1, 2, 3. And they were all cooling down. She went over, and she had a little sniff. She decided to have a taste. So first of all she went to the big bowl and she had a little taste of the porridge. Ugh, she said, it's too salty. So she had a little try of the medium-sized bowl. That's too sweet, she said. So she had a little try of the tiny bowl. This porridge is just right, she said, and ate it all up. So now, feeling a little bit braver, she went through into the next room, which was a pretty little sitting room. And she decided to have a try of the big chair. Oh, she said, this is too hard. So she moved over and tried the middle-sized chair. Oh, this is too soft, she said. Next she tried the little tiny chair. Oh, this is so cute, she said. It's just right. But it wasn't just right, it was too little for Goldilocks, and she broke it into little pieces. So feeling like she'd better move on from the living room, she had a little try, a peek upstairs. She peeked into the bedroom. She sat down on the big bed. Oh, this is nice, but it's too high, she said. So next she tried the middle-sized bed. This is nice, she said, but it's too low. So she tried the littlest bed. Oh, it's so cosy. This is just right, she said. And she felt so comfortable, she went to sleep. In the meantime, the bears had been on their walk, and they were about to come home. So in came Daddy Bear, Mummy Bear, and Baby Bear. I smell something's amiss, said Daddy Bear, and he looked in his bowl of porridge. Hey! Someone's been eating my porridge, he said. Mummy Bear looked in her bowl. Someone's been eating my porridge, she said. Baby Bear looked in his bowl. Someone's been eating my porridge, and they've eaten it all up, he said. So they went through to the living room to see what was going on in there. Daddy Bear looked at his chair. Hey, "Someone's been sitting in my chair," he said. Mummy Bear looked at her chair. "Hey, someone's been sitting in my chair," she said. "Oh," said Baby Bear. "Someone's been sitting in my chair and they've broken it all to pieces." Well, the bears knew that something was definitely wrong now, so they went upstairs to see what had happened up there. Daddy Bear looked at his bed. "Someone's been sleeping in my bed," he said. Mummy Bear looked at her bed. "Someone's been sleeping in my bed," she said. And Baby Bear looked in his bed. "Someone's been sleeping in my bed, and they're still there," he said. Well, the bears at this point were really cross. Somebody had just come into their house, eaten their porridge, broken their chairs, and was now sleeping in their beds. So they started growling, which definitely woke up Goldilocks. And she was terrified. So without giving them chance to say anything, she jumped out of bed, ran down the stairs, and out of the door and into the woods. And the bears never saw Goldilocks again. The end. So I hope you do go for nice walks in the woods if you can, but don't be going into anybody's house.